Butter Coffee Man is back. No butter this time, just coffee, plain and black. Just like my soul. I don't know why I don't have this lowered. I feel better just because I finished the two courses yesterday and I should be making more courses. But I do need to make a commission. I need to paint some horsies. I need to paint some horsies. Yeah. And before I do that, I need to meet with my editor and I'll go out to meditate first with Sophie. We're going to go in the park. I'm going to bring my backpacks. And if you're thinking that I'm going insane, it's because I am, just because of the coffee. Ah, worst coffee ever. I got it as a gift and now I have to drink it. And it's the worst. It's burnt. It's it's not good. It's not good. And so today I'm going to go to the park with Sophie to meditate. I'm doing 1 hour of meditation. I should be bringing this as well, just because I always forget it and I don't like to put timers on my phone. And I'm going to meditate. I'm going to take my backpack and also the footage for the editor, and then I'm gonna meet with him after meditation. It's gonna be amazing to sit in the sun. I can either do that or start painting on the commission. I should be painting on the commission, but I want to sit outside in the sun. Plus, I can come back home at 6 o'clock and paint. So that's gonna be one way to do it. Other than that, I feel quite good. I feel quite invigorated. I had some debates with some friends about inflation. There was some news about inflation today and yesterday, and I was debating them that they were saying it's because of Russia, and I was saying it's because of greed. And I think I was right. Greed is stronger than Russia. So I think we are both right. But, anyways, who cares about geopolitical economies? Who cares about that? I certainly don't. I was just watching some videos and then accidentally watched something about inflation. I didn't purposely click on it. I did. I definitely did. For no reason than just to. I think the only reason I click on these types of videos, s- it was clickbait as well, but it's also because it feeds into my need for conspiratorial thinking. Yeah, conspiratorial thinking. I am basically, I have this idea that the rich have, well, my mind has that. I don't really, I think it's garbage. But I do think that a lot of people are greedy. So that kind of pushes me towards more conspiratorial thinking. I used to be even more. But I kind of realized that it's a quick fix. A conspiracy, it's a quick fix to a bigger problem and a bigger issue. It just gives you answers that you want to listen to and you want to learn about instantly. It just gives you exactly what you want to know and exactly what you want to hear. That's the word. And it doesn't give you these facts, and it doesn't really put a narrative forward. It obfuscates you. And if you, it's more, that's exactly why they are called theories. It's because they should be called conspiracy beliefs, because it it's more to do with faith and emotion than it has to do with fact, logic, and statistics. And even statistics can be manipulated so much. Like, if I said to you, you have 90% more chance to die of this thing if you consume this, if you consume coffee, let's say, you have 90% more chance than people who don't consume more who don't consume regularly coffee. You have 90% more chance to develop cancer. It's not true, I made it up. But if the regular population has a 0.84% chance of getting cancer, or a 2% chance of getting cancer, between eight, it doesn't matter. 90% of 2% is you have 3.8%. So yeah, it feels, 90% feels a lot, but give if you give the statistics as 90%, then yeah, it's technically true, but it's just 1% more than the average, which is 2%. So that's the point of lying with statistics. It can, you can make people who just read the headlines think that, oh my god, and then that's how these ideas just perpetuate in the whole system. Oh my god, I heard someone talk about, I don't eat milk, pasteurized milk, because it's processed, you don't know what they put in it. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, you pasteurized milk by heating it up. You don't put anything in it. You just heat it up at 80 degrees. Jesus. Read some fucking articles. I'm like, how can you be this dumb? And she was like, I'm sorry, I said she. I was trying to keep it gender neutral because I don't like to associate gender with with all people are dumb. Doesn't matter if they're men or women. But so I was like, how can you talk like this? And they were trying to explain, like, whoa, what's with like they were, oh my god, I cannot even relay the information. They were trying to convince someone else that they should drink unpasteurized milk because it's more healthy. And I was like, no. I couldn't. I was just sitting outside. I was waiting for a friend to go pay for his coffee, and I was listening to this conversation for like 4 or 5 minutes because there was a line inside the coffee shop, and I was listening to this conversation, and I was like, "Oh my god, how can you say that pasteurized milk is bad?" Okay, I understand if you say like, I don't drink milk at all, but if you had the chance to drink If you had the choice between pasteurized milk and unpasteurized milk, don't drink the unpasteurized milk, man. You have with pasteurized milk, the most that you can get is like a tummy ache because you're lactose intolerant, or you just have the bad luck of just reacting bad at it for no apparent reason. But with unpasteurized milk, you have the chance to die from about three or four things. I'm like, death or stomach ache? Stomach. What's a stomach? A tummy ache. I'm like, Jesus Christ. How can you be so wrong and feel so confident at the same time? I'm like, read what pasteurization is. And there is this brand here where in the name there is a like a term that is local for the thing that forms on top of the milk whenever you boil it. And she was recommending that because she was saying that that is not pasteurized. And I was like, it's in the name. The name of the brand is actually the thing that gets formed on top whenever you boiled milk. The small little crust or however it's called. And I'm like, oh. But it's the most fun story. Like I just cannot, even 3 years later, I am so perplexed and so amused by the conversation because I had to sit there for 5 minutes saying nothing and bite my tongue and I'm like, no, don't say anything. I was like, oh, fighting the urge to say something, and I was like, no, you don't, you don't intervene. Bless her heart. Leave her be. But it's the best test ever to like understand what people around you tell, like really, like ever since I've told this story to a lot of people and some of them were like, I had milk that wasn't pasteurized, and I was like, was it boiled? Yeah. Well, there you go. I think Pastor is rolling in his in his grave. I think his full name is Henry Louis Pasteur, French guy. I think it's French or Belgian. I don't know. I don't. Not that smart to remember those things. I'm gonna check. I'm going to check. Let's check. Let's fact check myself. Let's fact check. Henry Louis Pasteur. Let's see if I remember correctly if he is French or Belgian, and if his name is. Come on, click on it. Fact checking myself. Louis Pasteur. I don't think it's Henry, but it's Louis Pasteur. French. He's French. Yeah. Microbial fermentation. No, it's just Louis Pasteur. So it's not Henry. But I got 50 well, 32% of it right. And the French part. So more than 33. So no Henry. Just Louis. Louis Pasteur. He's rolling in his grave because of this story. So funny. funny, funny, funny. I did, however, have a great time yesterday by painting. I was so tired last night, but then I meditated and I felt better. Now I feel better because of remembering this story. I haven't said it in a long time, and I should be telling it more because it's a fun story and it actually educates people on the benefits of pasteurizing milk. It sounds fancy because a guy discovered that it helps, not because it's a complicated thing to do. You just boil stuff, including juice. It helps even when you boil juice, it helps stabilize it for shelf life. It's just boiling it, pasteurizing. Oh my God. And of course, all bad things come to an end, and all great things come to an end as well. So, what happened is Sophie is having a rash in three spots on her back and her neck, over here, and over here. She has three spots, a new rash, probably because maybe a tick, or maybe she got something from another dog. She met quite a few dogs in the last weeks, and I have to go to the vet with her. Vet visits are super expensive. So I'm gonna go to the vet because it's getting, I've just noticed it today. So it's getting a bit worse. I noticed this morning it was like this big. Now it's like this big. And she has small ones in other places as well. So she's not lethargic. She has a lot of energy. She's actually playing now with her toys. But that's a good indicator. But I have to check with the vet and see if she has something awful or it's just a rash because of a scratch or a sweat or whatever. We'll see. It's gonna have to wait until tomorrow because it's quite late and I've noticed it quite late in the afternoon because I was out meeting with my editor. I don't know. I'm worried. I have the worries. I love my dog. And she's sick now. She doesn't feel sick, she just has a rash. I when I had a rash, I had a detergent. Well, I still have it, a detergent allergy, and I wasn't as worried as her. I was as for her, so that tells you a lot. I love her more than myself. So I wasn't that worried about myself because, well, I was also feeling the rash. It was just a rash. I did think that it was something awful, but after a few days, I was like, okay, let's figure out what it is. And I figured that it was the detergent because when I changed to a hypoallergenic detergent, I stopped having the rash. I was thinking it was something to do with food because I was eating a lot of sushi, but it wasn't because in the next few weeks I still ate sushi and it wasn't the fish. And ever since then, well, I think I did wear a shirt that my mom washed. I left it at her place. Long story. So she washed it, and when I wore it the next day, I felt itchy. I felt itchy, just like Sophie is feeling. She's not that itchy, but sometimes she is, especially in the spots that she has the rash. So I am worried about her, but tomorrow we will go to the vet after I have my coffee and we go straight to the vet and see what is going on with her, and I'm gonna keep you up to date. Hopefully, it's nothing bad. I was joking with her that she has the bubonic plague. She doesn't understand English anyway, so I was singing to her, "Are you bubonic?" My awful late night singing. I was, yeah. On top of that, I did close to nothing today, except, whoa, I forgot. I got a commission to, I was checking on her rash. I got a commission for a video, and I made a video for a band. It was just an announcement, but it was quite difficult. I got paid, which was nice. And yeah, now I have to do a revision and just sent the video back. I got some messages. Thank you for watching and see you tomorrow.